So you guys know that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean where Keira Knightley is put into this new dress and she has this pink corset on and all that? I really want that corset, so I'm gonna make it. So welcome back everyone. We are doing another replica. I'm using this pattern right here, Butterick Making History pattern. The pattern in this pack that I'm going to be using is this one, which have the lace in the front and the back. This is fairly close to the one she is wearing in the movie. So I'm not going to change this much, which makes my life easier. So I have cut the pattern pieces for this project. I have the front panel, the back panel, and I have a side panel. And then I also have a strap here that will go over the shoulder. So I have the coutil. I have some leftover coutil as well that I'm gonna use so I don't just throw away large pieces. So here is the outer material I'm going to be using for this. I found a website where someone had actually taken the trouble of analyzing the corset from the film, and it seems like there is no actually ridges in the material. The stripe pattern is made up of the weft in the fabric. I've looked a bit at stripy material, but I didn't find any that I really liked. So what I think I'm going to do is just to use this material and just not really worry too much about the stripes. What I'm going to do for the back, in the original, the back pattern is cut in two. There is a strip on the back and there is trim along that strip where it is joined together. So I just simply divided it up where it was supposed to have a slit. I think I'm gonna do 4 of this because I want the inside as well to be this material. And I'm gonna link below the website that I found which analyzes this corset, so if anyone else wants to have a go at it, that was really useful. I have cut all the pieces and I am going to start to assemble this. So I have bought some piping that I'm going to use in between the seams. It's not really piping used. In the original there is some sort of lace trim, but I kind of prefer the piping, to be honest. So I'm gonna use the piping either way. I'll try to align the seam of the piping along the seam line. So here is the first 2 panels sewn together with the piping. I like the look of the piping, so I'm really happy about that, even though it's not accurate per se. So next up, I need to take the outer shell and the lining, match it up. Instead of pinning it, or in addition to pinning it, I think I'm also going to baste it just to keep it a bit more stable. For some reason, the outer layer was smaller than the lining. I'm trying to leave more of the lining on the edges because that will be trimmed down. I've been playing around a bit with the placement of the boning on this corset because from the pictures it looks like the corset has the vertical boning overlapping the horizontal ones on the front of the corset. In this pattern, that is not really the case. So as you guys can see, I've tried to leave space open for the vertical ones. I'm gonna try to make this work, and hopefully it will. I think this works. I will cut this one as well, and then I will start on the vertical. So this is how it looks with the overlapping spiral boning. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. So I think I'm actually going to continue doing that. Now I have finished one side. Here it is, and I think it looks nice. It is a bit see-through. I still like the overall effect though, so and it feels very comfortable to wear. I'm just going to do the other one as well. I have done the eyelets on this one side. Looking at the pictures, I can see that there is some strange sort of double lacing going on in the front. So I kind of want to make more eyelets here. Oof, I hope I won't regret this, but I'm gonna make double the amount of eyelets here. I think it's gonna fit well. So size-wise, I've started experimenting a bit with bias binding. I am going to baste all the binding all the way around because I always struggle with these slits since there is boning in. So this actually took an entire day to baste, which is so insane. So I'm gonna use the zipper foot for this, I think. I am genuinely amazed by the fact that I didn't mess this up. So for the dress she's wearing under the corset, I am just going to basically make the pattern based off of other patterns that I have available, which is what I usually do. I have this Vogue pattern right here. I'm just going to use the sleeves from this dress in combination with the armhole for this dress, just to make sure that matches up. And other than that, it's gonna be quite shapeless because I'm going to use an elastic to cinch it a bit underneath the boobs, basically. Aren't I feeling pretty? I've been mixing this up with her nightgown a lot because they're very similar. So I think I will draw inspiration from both of them just because you see her nightgown quite a bit, but you don't really see the shit that she's wearing. I'm gonna take off a bit on the neckline here, and then I need to mark where I want the elastic to sit under the bust. So there, approximately, a bit lower here, I have some slightly elastic lace trim. I wanted to sew it on like this and then turn it in. I also have this lace trim right here for the sleeves and the lower edge. I'm gonna do an elastic on the inside here. So this is the stretch where I will be sewing on elastic while stretching it. So this is how that turned out, and I think it works well. It is a bit like wide up here, but I think that will be remedied by the trim. That is the lace done. This is what it looks like from outside. So I'm going to try to get the elastic in. I think that should be it. And this part I will, wow, is that even possible? I don't think it's possible. No can do. Okay. So what I think I'm gonna do is use this satin ribbon as a channel. I don't think it matters when you see it through that it has a slightly more warm tone to it. So I've just inserted the sleeve and just pinned it. I did that off camera because that's the most boring thing I know. It's the bane of my existence, inserting sleeves. So I just wanted to spare you guys from that experience. God, I hate this. I'm sorry, I just can't help it. That's one sleeve finished. Let's see, where are we? How did how did that happen? Right. It does give me the volume I want. I think overall it is giving what I want it to. So far I've just laid some groundwork in terms of foundation and everything, and we'll see how close we can get. So I have a reference photo. So her nose is a bit more narrow than mine. I managed to make my nose crooked. So hers isn't, but I'm trying to remedy that. And she has a slightly more angled forehead. And her jawline is a bit more defined. She has fairly high cheekbones. So she has some rosiness to her cheeks. Okay, I'm gonna leave it for now and start working on it because I have to do a lot with the eyebrows and the eyes. That's as close as we're gonna get. She also has quite a pronounced shadow. I'm not sure how this is even gonna look, but I'm gonna attempt it. I'm sure it will just end up looking like I've eaten chocolate. Oh well. Eyebrows. So she has a lot fuller eyebrows than I do, and they're quite angled. Okay, so I just put on some mascara and I'm gonna try to get the lips right. I'm gonna use a very light red lipstick and or not light red lipstick, it's quite bright red, but I'm gonna use not a lot of it, just a bit. I'm gonna try to just use this white one, just try to get like a higher edge. I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe it's helping, but... hard to do a light red from a red lipstick without looking like you've been making out with someone for like 10 consecutive hours. So, with that being done, I'm gonna try to get the hair right and the clothes, and we'll see. Alright guys, so that is it for this project. I had a lot of fun working on this, and I would like to do similar things in the future. Please let me know if you guys have any ideas or input. I have a new way you guys can support me if you want to. I have set up a Patreon. It's just one tier membership for now, which is a pure support tier. I will have more tiers later when I have a bit more of an idea of what they will contain, but that is super, super helpful. So if you want to, I'm really grateful, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. I need to get out of this makeup.